Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, in this audio, I wanted to talk about, guys thinking that, you need to pay for pussy. And I want to take this on a whole different, level, because what I really want to talk about today is, I had a couple of people hit me up, and I talked about this with a couple of friends, and, we were getting into the discussion of paying for pussy, like literally getting a whore or a escort or whatever, right? But then we took it to the next level where, some people were basically saying, that at the end of the day, every guy is paying for pussy. And the reason why they're saying this is because they're saying, well, if you meet a girl, you're going to go out on a date with her, and then you're going to spend money, and you're going out with her because you want pussy. So, essentially you're paying for the pussy. You understand? So that's, that's like the logic behind it, saying, well, you're doing all this other stuff to get the vagina, which is you going out on all these dates and paying money to, to do this and do that. So you're basically paying for pussy, right? Now, see, the thing is this, is when you look at it that way, right, it makes sense only in a certain context, right? So basically, if all you want is sex from a chick, any particular chick, and you are continuously, and I'm, putting the word continuously in bold, spending money on dates to try to get sex, then you are paying for pussy. I'm going to say that again. If all you want is sex, and you are continuously spending money on a date with a particular chick to try to get sex, then you are paying for pussy. All right. So the thing is, the thing that is confusing is that a lot, what confuses a lot of guys is they think that they have to go on dates in order to get sex. And the thing is, you can get sex from with women without going on any dates or spending any money. The problem is a lot of guys don't know how to do that. And a lot of guys don't understand that. They don't think it's possible. They don't know, how to make that go down, right? But, the thing is, if all you want is sex and you're continuously spending money on a date or dates trying to get sex, then that is you paying for pussy. So the statement of, oh, aren't these guys paying for pussy anyway? Because if you go out on a date and, you're paying for the date, then you're essentially paying for the pussy. And that is correct if all you want is sex and you continuously, and I'm using the word continuously because I'm going to get to that in a second. If you're continuously doing that with any particular girl, so let's say, for example, you have some girl you met on Monday, and you exchange numbers, you went on a date on Thursday or something, and then you're like, oh, I just want to have sex with this girl. I'm gonna go take her out here. And then, on Saturday, y'all went out again, and on Monday you went out again, and all this time you're just spending money, trying to get, some sex, and then the sex is not happening. That is you paying for pussy, because you're paying to try to get to the pussy. You understand? Your mind frame is, I need to put up this money, I need to spend all this money and time and all that other stuff to get this girl's pants off. So you are essentially paying for pussy, right? Now, when we talk about the whole continuous thing, right? Basically, if you keep going out there to spend all this money on this one particular girl or these girls or whatever, then that is you paying for it. Now, there are instances, and, all the guys who are players, all the guys who have had sex with lots and lots of women will understand what I'm about to say. The guys who have not, you are not going to understand this until later on, when you get to that stage where you're actually having a lot of sex with different girls, right? Now, what happens is that a guy who has a lot of sex with different women, like, here and there, he's just, making it happen, right? Usually in those situations, guys like that get into situations where they have sex with girls really quickly, meaning they, a girl they probably met that night, a girl they met and they had sex with her within, the next day or that week or whatever. And this is like a regular thing for this guy, right? So what happens with guys like that is that they end up running into women who are fucking crazy, who are nuts, who you smash, then they get all emotional, They get all clingy. They get all, they want to see you now. They're calling you up, all day. And you're just like, yo, like, what the fuck? You understand? So what happens is that at a certain point, guys who have experienced that, they'll say, yeah, I still want to smash girls and all that and do all that like I've been doing. But now I sort of want to feel her out a little bit. You understand? I want to feel her out before I smash, because I don't want her to end up being another one of these crazy chicks that's going to be stalking me, showing up at my job, or, following me around, or trying to call me 10 times a day. So I want to sort of feel her out a little bit. So then what happens is these guys will take a chick out or go out on a date with the girl, maybe once or twice, right? So in this instance, right, they might go out on a date, they might spend a little money here and there, maybe take her out for a drink or whatever, but it's more so to sort of screen out the crazy chicks. You understand? And so those guys are going out specifically just to see if this chick is crazy or not. Not necessarily, they're not taking her out because they think they need to take her out to have sex with her. They're taking her out to see what type of chick she is, to make sure she ain't on no bullshit. You understand? So, that's the point that I got to, where I was like, okay, I was smashing chicks here and there, and then I ran into a couple of ones I was on some bullshit. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to start just going out with a chick once, real quick, just to get a little feel, just to ask some questions, and get that feel. Because a lot of times you can, feel the vibe that a chick is going to be giving you. And if you ask the right questions or talk about the specific things, you can figure out, a good amount of stuff about a chick. You'll never be 100%, but you at least fill out a good amount of stuff. The thing is that you have guys who, they'll get with a chick and they're just smashing them really quick. And they didn't get time to really screen the chicks. And they're like, okay, this chick is crazy and all the other good stuff. So these guys will go out on dates, maybe once, twice, maybe the most, to just sort of screen her out and then say, okay, yeah, she's cool, so I'm gonna fuck with her. You understand? And these guys aren't really hard pressed to get the pussy, because they know that they can get pussy. They got skills to just go and, go out, talk to a couple chicks, get some numbers, or smash that night, or whatever it is. So they're already well versed in the game, and they understand how to, make shit happen for themselves, right? The thing is, you have a lot of other guys who are not, really at that stage yet, where they have that access to vagina like that, where the game is not to that point, where they don't know how to do that. So then they feel like, oh, I got to take this girl out, I got to take her out on these dates, I got to show her a good time, I got to do this, do that. And so then they feel like I got to spend all this money and in order to get this girl, right? But the truth of the matter is, and I said this earlier, is that you do not have to you don't have to go out on dates and pay money and all this other shit to get sex from girls, right? You can have sex with women without spending a dime or without going out on a date. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is, if you just want sex from a girl, you can have sex with her without doing all the extra dating shit, right? And it's funny because a lot of guys, they don't think that it's possible. You understand? I have a friend who literally, he does his online dating shit heavy, and he basically talks to chicks online and basically hits them up and say, yo, come to the crib. And these chicks actually come to the crib. You understand? Not all of them come, but he gets a good amount of chicks that agree to come straight to his house. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, yeah, come through. We'll watch some Netflix. I got some popcorn. We'll chill. And they're like, all right, cool. You understand? The only problem with that is that, he's told me a couple times that a chick showed up to his house looking all funny. They didn't look like how they looked in their profile. Again, which is why it's important to do the screening process. You see what I'm saying? You see how that works? Like, it used to, that screening process of, seeing them once, and then you say, okay, cool. You understand? But he was like, okay, he see a couple of girls that, most of them look good, and he's like, hey, yeah, come to the crib, and they would come to the crib. So this guy is getting sex without going out anywhere, without going out on a date. They're coming straight to the crib. There's been instances where myself and, other friends that I know, who they would meet a woman at a bar, at an event, and some networking event, whatever it is, and we're talking to the chick and we're flirting. Next thing you know, flirting turns into kissing. Next thing you know, all that shit turns into coming back to my place or going to a hotel or whatever it is. You understand? Sex without going on dates, without spending money. You understand? But then again, a hotel is probably spending money, so but you know what I'm saying. And another thing is too, you can just basically holler at a chick, get her number, and while you're talking to her, tell her you want to basically hook up. This is the problem. What happens is the reason why a lot of you guys end up spending money on dates and doing all this other shit to get sex is because you don't present the option of just being, of just hooking up when you first talk to a girl. So you need to let her know, like, hey, listen, I'm really attracted to you. I'm real busy. I'm not really trying to go out on a whole bunch of dates, but listen, whenever you free, you understand? Let me know when you're free. I'll let you know when I'm free, and we should get together and just hook up. You just come over to the crib. We'll make it happen. You understand? And a lot of girls want to do that, but a lot of y'all aren't giving them the option to. They don't think about this. Imagine, just picture this shit and think about if this is going to happen in real life in most cases. Picture a chick who's actually attracted to you or she's feeling you, saying to you, and there are chicks who would do this, but most won't, saying to you, hey, John or Bill or whatever the hell your name is, or Mr. Lucario, listen, you're cool. I like you. What I want to do is I'm going to give you my number and I want you to call me next week because I just want to fuck the shit out of you. Like, they're not going to say shit like that because they're scared of how, you're going to look at them, right? So a lot of girls want to do that. They want to have that sexual interaction, but they need you to say it. So the thing is that if you approach a girl and tell her, hey, I just want to hook up, then if she's the type of girl who's feeling you to that point where she just wants to hook up, guess what? You're just going to hook up. So all you got to do, hit her up, be like, yo, when you free this weekend, cool, come through, let's do this, let's do that. So you ain't got to go on dates and spend all this money and all this other stuff. The only thing I would say, that you're close to spending specifically is time. And, people say time is money. So I guess if that's the closest that I could say you would be spending is you might spend a little bit of time, depending on the situation of getting the girl into bed. Do you understand what I'm saying? But other than that, you don't have to literally spend any money to get a woman to have sex with you. And this is the thing that most guys who are not really, working on their game and understanding the game, y'all don't understand this. This sounds like fucking like blasphemy to you. This is like, what? It's impossible. Crazy. Can never happen. You understand? Like, this is what was going on in your head because you have not experienced that reality. You understand? And once you experience that reality, you're like, oh shit, chicks actually like to have sex? Really? Yes, they do. So you can get chicks to fuck you without you having to go on dates. And guys, I have a audio program, a 45-minute audio program just on this. It's called Just Have Sex With Her. And it's called Just Have Sex With Her, How to Get Sex Without Going on Dates. And you can get that audio program right now if you go to badboymembership.com and become a member. And then you just listen to that, follow the steps, and then you can make that happen. So if you're tired of just, feeling like, oh, I got to go on a whole bunch of dates and spend all this money and do all this other stuff, right? Then, you need to understand what you need to do to make it happen to where you don't really need to go down that route and feel like, oh, well, all guys just have to pay for pussy. And it's not true. It's you're paying for pussy because you don't know any other way to get pussy. You think that this is the only way for you to do it. You understand? And the thing is, if you want to go out with a chick and chill and, because some guys actually want to go out and chill with chicks and have fun and, and you like the company of the chick and, you like the company of women and having a cute chick chilling with you on a Friday night and hanging out with her and going here and going there and all that other good stuff. And that's all fine and good. You understand? But again, if you just want sex, you don't have to do all that stuff. And in order for you to, not feel like you need to do all that stuff, you just need to understand what you need to do to make that happen. All right. So guys, make sure you go to badboymembership.com, click the link below to go there and join today, and make sure you listen to that audio program, Just Have Sex with Her, and also listen to all the other audio and video programs on the membership, and join that. And the membership is crazy, trust me. The freaking game on there is serious, okay? The stuff you're listening to now, and I always equate it to, think about the game as a sandwich or a hamburger, right? All I'm giving you right now is the bun, right? When you go to the membership, you get the bun, you get the lettuce, you get the cheese, you get the meat. Do you understand what I'm saying? So make sure you go to badboymembership.com right now and join. All right, so if you have any questions, hit me up at askmrlocario@gmail.com, and I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.